Kitimat, nu habti, ikieklas ikiapens. Hello, my name is Ab, and welcome to another edition of Isla live stream. Happy Friday. Okay, so I thought I'd try something a little bit different to start the show off. Having some background music playing. I hope you guys like that. That's an added feature. I'm still exploring this this thing called voice mod. That's how I'm changing my voice into that kind of robotic voice that you heard at the beginning. And they also have background music that I've been exploring too, so I like it. I think it's pretty cool. So it just adds a little bit more atmosphere while I'm doing this live stream. Actually, I think I'm going to turn that one off. And there's some other features here. I'm going to try this one here. That one's a little bit more low key. I like that. I'm just adjusting the volume here. So hopefully that's not too loud and you can hear my voice over top of the music. So today I had a bit of an issue with my regular laptop. It hasn't been working, so I had to scramble to set something else up. So this is not my regular setup, but it's good enough for now. So I'm going to go to my Word document that I have here. I wanted to say something about the acute accent that's used in the hybrid orthography. So if you're not familiar with acute accents, they basically tell you where to place emphasis in a word. So if you use English words as an example, like this one here, I have two English words. I have decade and decade. So if we're trying to figure out where emphasis is being put in this word, let's look at this first one, decade. Decade. Which one do you think sounds emphasized? Which one sounds a little bit more prominent? So is it the first syllable, da, or is it cade? Decade. Decade. I would say it's the second syllable here. So that means this A is part of that, the main part of that syllable. So this is where we would place the emphasis. And the way we do this in the hybrid orthography is I'm going to have to delete that A. I'm going to put a semicolon and then an A. And for some reason it keeps capitalizing the first letter. This isn't the usual program that I use either, so I'm adjusting as I go along here. So this tells us, since we've placed this accent over the A is the main part of the second syllable. There's two syllables, da, cade, 1, 2. So the emphasis is not on the first syllable, da. So that means it's on the second syllable, cade. And that's what this accent mark tells us. I'll zoom in a little bit more so you can see. So it's a slanted line over top of the A, a slanted dash. That tells us it's decade. Decade. Now let's take a look at this word here, decade. We have decade. Which syllable stands out the most to you? Da or cade? decade. It's the first syllable. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put an accent symbol over the E. So now you can see the first one is decade. The second one is decade. 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 That's how the acute accent works in islak, in the hybrid orthography. So hopefully that helps people out a little bit in terms of understanding. That's not something that is actually used in English, but I think it might be helpful for people to actually see those symbols being used with English words as examples, because we're already familiar with English. We grew up speaking, most of us grew up speaking it, so hopefully that gives you a little bit more of an idea of how that works. So we have decade and decade. Now I'm going to go to how do you say it? So the first word is dum. Dum. So if you think about what I just said about the accent marks, there's two syllables here, dum. The second syllable is the one that is more pronounced. Dum. Dum. So that's why this second E has an acute accent on top of it. Because this syllable, this last syllable, is the one that's getting the emphasis. So dum means sea urchin. Specifically, it's the small green sea urchins. The next word is, actually, this one needs to be changed. Quick correction there. This is tequeets. Tequeets. So again, if we break the word into syllables, tequeets. Tequeets. It's the second syllable again that's getting the emphasis. So that's why this I has a little dash on top of it. It's because queets is the syllable that's being emphasized. Tequeets. Tequeets. And this means, this also means sea urchin, but this is the big purple type of sea urchin. So again, dum is the small green sea urchin. Tequeets is the big purple sea urchin. And that is, how do you say it? Now it's time for Wow, the word of the week. And it is huathla. Huathla. So there's two syllables. Huathla. And this first syllable is the one that's getting emphasized. Huathla. There's no emphasis on the second syllable. So out of the two syllables in this word, the first one is the one that's getting the emphasis. So that's where the acute accent goes. It's on the vowel. So that's huathla. And this means to build a big house. This has to do with the logs. So building a big house with logs crosswise. So if you've ever been inside a big house, you'll see all the cross beams. So that's what they're referring to. And again, the word is huathla. And that's it for Wow, the word of the week. All right, so that's what I wanted to share with everybody this week. Hopefully, you're enjoying the music. I like it. Adds a little bit of ambience to the live stream. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, so that's the live stream for this week. Remember, learning is its own reward. Escribuelas. Wa.